Have you ever wondered who really built the Egyptian pyramids? Let's delve into a common historical misunderstanding. For years, many believed that the Grand Pyramids of Egypt were built by forced labor, slaves under the harsh whip of tyranny. However, recent findings paint a different picture, one where these iconic structures were actually constructed by paid laborers. These workers were not slaves but salaried individuals, recruited from local communities across Egypt. The ancient Egyptian government organized these workers into efficient teams, a testament to their advanced administrative capabilities. Each team was like a cog in a vast machine, perfectly coordinated to achieve monumental tasks. Imagine the scene. Teams of workers, each with a specific role, collaborating under the hot Egyptian sun. Stonemasons, engineers, laborers, and many others, all pulling together towards a common goal. This workforce was well-structured, and contrary to popular belief, these individuals were respected and valued for their skills. The evidence supporting this comes from various archaeological finds, including records on papyrus, remnants of workers' villages, and inscriptions in the stones themselves. These discoveries tell us that the workers were organized into groups known as phyles, which were rotated in and out of work shifts, ensuring that everyone was fairly treated and compensated. So, it turns out, the pyramids weren't built by slaves, but by a well-organized workforce. This revelation not only changes our understanding of how the pyramids were built, but also illuminates the sophisticated society that existed in ancient Egypt thousands of years ago. Imagine living near the pyramids. What would your daily life look like? In the shadow of these awe-inspiring structures, the daily life of a pyramid worker was structured and community-oriented. Workers lived in well-organized camps, strategically located near the construction sites. These camps were not just clusters of tents, but planned settlements where workers and often their families resided. The living conditions, while simple, were designed to be functional and supportive. The workers' huts, made from mud brick, were arranged in neat rows, creating a sense of order and community. Each hut served as a home for a worker and sometimes their family, providing a private space amidst the bustling activity of the construction site. Food and drink were provided as part of their compensation. Workers were regularly supplied with staples like bread and onions, and they even received a daily ration of beer, which was considered not only a vital source of nutrition but also a necessary refreshment after long hours under the sun. This diet was supplemented by fish, poultry, and occasional cuts of meat, ensuring that the workers were well nourished to face the physical demands of their tasks. Healthcare was another critical aspect of the workers' welfare. Medical personnel were stationed in the camps to treat injuries and ailments, which were common in such labor-intensive work. The presence of these medical professionals highlights the importance placed on worker health and safety, a progressive aspect of ancient workforce management. The social structure within these camps also played a crucial role in maintaining morale and efficiency. Workers were organized into groups, each responsible for different aspects of the construction process. This organization fostered a strong sense of community and teamwork, with each group forming close-knit units that supported one another, both professionally and personally. Despite the hard labor, pyramid workers enjoyed a communal and supported lifestyle. This environment not only facilitated the monumental task of pyramid construction but also fostered a vibrant community spirit among those who labored at the heart of ancient Egypt's most iconic symbols. How did the ancient Egyptians manage to build such monumental structures without modern technology? The answer lies in their ingenious construction techniques, a testament to their advanced understanding of engineering and physics. The construction of the pyramids, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, has fascinated historians and engineers for centuries. One of the most prominent theories involves the use of a lever system. This system, which was likely composed of simple wooden beams, enabled workers to lift heavy stone blocks that weighed as much as 2.5 tons. Imagine the coordination and precision required in maneuvering these massive stones into perfect alignment. Another widely discussed method is the ramp theory. Several variations of this theory exist, but the most plausible suggests the use of a large circular ramp that was built up as the pyramid grew. This ramp provided a gradual incline that allowed teams of workers to push and pull stone blocks on sleds made of wood. The friction between the sleds and the ramp could have been reduced by wetting the sand, a technique supported by recent discoveries that found depictions of workers pouring water in front of sleds. Additionally, the tools unearthed from archaeological sites near the pyramids provide further insight into the construction methods. Copper chisels, despite being softer than the limestone and granite used, were likely employed to finely shape the stones. Stone hammers, found in abundance, were probably used for the rough shaping of the blocks straight from the quarry. It's also worth noting the precision with which these structures were built. The base of the Great Pyramid is horizontally and vertically accurate to within a fraction of a percent. Such precision suggests that the Egyptians possessed not only advanced tools, but also sophisticated measuring and planning techniques. With ingenuity and simple tools, the ancient Egyptians engineered wonders that stand tall to this day. Aliens, advanced lost technology. Let's clear up some wild myths about the pyramids. It seems the pyramids have always been a magnet for outlandish theories. One of the more colorful tales suggests that extraterrestrial beings constructed these monumental structures. However, while the idea of aliens with laser tools sounds thrilling, the truth is grounded in human prowess. Archaeological evidence points to thousands of skilled workers, not from other planets, but from the very heart of Egypt, who meticulously crafted these wonders. Another myth that captures the imagination is the use of so-called advanced lost technology. Some speculate about the Egyptians using levitation or even acoustic technology to move massive stone blocks. Fascinating as it may sound, again, we find that the answer lies in human ingenuity. The Egyptians utilized knowledge of simple machines like levers and ramps, which were quite advanced for their time but certainly not alien or lost to us today. These workers, who were not slaves but paid laborers, organized into teams and used their understanding of mathematics and local materials to achieve what many could not even dream of. Their tools were made of copper and stone, not mysterious or unknown materials. The logistics of feeding, organizing, and motivating such a large workforce was an incredible feat of human resource management and stands as a testament to their capabilities. History often has simpler explanations, and in the case of the pyramids, it's all about human innovation and determination. What have recent excavations revealed about the lives of pyramid workers? As the sands of time continue to shift, so too does our understanding of those who built the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Recent archaeological digs have unearthed workers' tombs and a treasure trove of artifacts that offer a window into their everyday lives and the monumental task of pyramid construction. One of the most enlightening discoveries has been the tombs themselves, located near the pyramids. These were not the resting places of royalty, but of the laborers who dedicated their lives to constructing these wonders. The care in their burial and the items found with them, such as tools and pottery, suggest a respect and recognition of their skills and contributions. Moreover, artifacts like workmen's tools, remnants of their clothing, and even their dietary remnants have been analyzed, revealing details about their daily routines. These workers were skilled laborers, not slaves, equipped with specific tools for cutting stone and lifting heavy blocks. Their diet, rich in grains and occasionally meat, supported the strenuous physical demands of their work. The layout of the workers' camps has also been more clearly defined, showing a well-organized community with areas designated for living, working, and worship. This organization underscores the advanced planning and social structures that were in place during the time of the pyramid construction. Every new discovery brings us closer to the true story of these architectural marvels. Let's recap our journey into the lives of the ancient pyramid builders. We embarked on this exploration seeking to understand the true architects behind Egypt's monumental pyramids. These weren't the constructs of slaves or otherworldly beings, but the fruits of labor by skilled salaried workers from local communities. These men and women were organized into efficient teams by the government, each bringing their expertise to one of the most ambitious construction projects in human history. Their daily lives, though set against the backdrop of monumental tasks, reflected a community bound by purpose. Living in well-organized camps near the pyramids, they enjoyed provisions of food and shelter provided by their employers. This level of care extended even beyond life, as workers who perished during construction were honored with burials, a mark of respect and recognition of their contribution. The ingenuity in construction techniques we've uncovered is nothing short of remarkable. Leveraging sophisticated engineering methods, these workers accomplished feats with simple tools and manual labor that continue to baffle modern science. And as we've seen, the myths that have long shrouded the pyramids in mystery do little justice to the true story. These structures were not the result of alien intervention but the outcome of human ingenuity, determination, and collaboration. The pyramids of Egypt remain as testaments not just to human achievement, but to the spirit and community of the people who built them. This journey through time not only sheds light on ancient engineering marvels, but also illuminates the enduring strength of human cooperation and creativity.